Men have a central place in everything that's wrong with this world. I know this is a triggering one, but this is a very important message to the collective, to the world. Men are not the ultimate enemy, but the reason why their place is so central in the problematics of this world is because they have been used. They are the tool that has been used to spread chaos on earth, to go at war with God, to create a world of chaos and darkness. So I know this is a triggering one, but I'm not here to make anyone comfortable. But more importantly, I'm really asking you to watch this video with an open heart, seriously, and to truly listen. A huge problem in this world is that people don't listen to each other anymore and they feel attacked. And so I'm asking you to take the time to seriously, honestly, genuinely listen before going mad, before attacking, before doing anything like this. Everyone is subconsciously afraid of men. This is a very deep subconscious fear. The reason is very simple. Men oppress everything that exists. Every living thing is oppressed by men in this world. Men oppress nature. Men oppress women. They even oppress men. They oppress themselves as well. So please stop and think for a second. Because it's not about making anyone uncomfortable or attacking anyone. Men are not born evil. They're not evil beings. It's not like that. But it's about recognizing where the problem is. And something is wrong with men in this world. The way they have been existing, the beliefs that they have, and the way they exist in this world is not normal. This is not what they were born to be, to embody. Because if we look at the state of the world right now, and for the longest times, all right, war, rape, sexual abuse, human trafficking, pedophilia, kidnapping, murder, all things serial killers, and safety in general in society. Be honest for a second, okay? Who is mainly responsible for those things? I'm not into the why and reasons. I'm into the who now. Who is responsible for those things? You know, it's about getting the bullshit. It's about sitting down with what is and seriously recognizing that there is a problem and that the problem is always going in a certain direction, you know? And I'm not even talking about porn and the sex industry in general, to prostitution and the damage that it caused to the world and what it caused to the lives of women in this world and kids. This clearly is a man's world, that's for sure. I know we are in a huge transition right now and things are changing, but it's because things are slowly changing that this needs to be addressed so that we go in the right direction. So take a moment and tell me who are behind all these things. A bird just landed, such a beautiful bird just landed and offered me a little bit of support. So, you know, it's about cutting the BS and recognizing what is at some point and stop lying to ourselves just because it makes us uncomfortable. Who are responsible for those things mainly? Let's be honest right now, okay? From abuse, sexual assault, the violence, the murder, the kidnappings, the war. It's men, all right? We know that. Something isn't right. And it's high time we start sitting with each other and recognizing that there is a problem with them. There is a problem with men in our world. And I don't believe that they have been born like this. Obviously, that's why I'm talking about. I remember, I know that we are perfect. I know that we are pure beings. And I also know that they have been targeted and turned into that, into chaotic beings, walking dead. That's not what they are. But they have been used, they have been turned into this to spread chaos on earth. Please follow me into this, okay? Let's say I have a magic wand and I can do whatever I want, okay? Let's say for an entire week, men are gone from this world for like a week. Okay, the only beings that are left are kids, boys and girls under 10, and women. Okay, and nature, everything is there, everything is still there, just men are gone. Men above 10 years old are just gone for a week. They are not there anymore. Okay, so for a week, it's only us women and kids. Okay, and nature. Listen to me carefully, okay? I will wait here until you tell me what problem you see in this world. Tell me, when men are gone, what problem do you see? Take all the time in the world to profoundly dive into this, to think about this. What problems do we have on earth now? War, women, it's not our thing to go at war with each other. Up until the way we dress, even that would be gone. Going outside, traveling, going anywhere you want, doing anything you want. Literally anything at all. What could prevent you from doing that anyway? Please do this exercise, take your time, and I will wait until you tell me. Good luck with that. I think I will wait a long time. I will wait until you tell me what problems do you see. Obviously, procreation. Okay, I know. It's just an example for you to visualize a world without the way they exist right now, just for you to see and to realize something. Obviously, it's not about eradicating men. That would be stupid. That's not the point. That's not the goal. When there is a power curse in your house and you don't know where it's coming from, right? You go to your power panels and you play with the switches, right? Just to verify which appliance caused the power cut. Okay, so it's about verifying, oh, okay, that's not the fridge, that's not the microwave, oh, it's this one. This appliance caused the entire house to go dark. This is the one. This is where the problem is. This is where it's coming from. So this is where the work needs to be done. This is the source of the problem. It's about understanding that. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to take a moment to seriously sit back and realize, okay, if you really want to change the world, if you want to fix the problems at the source, what you really want to do is to focus on men in this world, because this is where the problem lies. The way they exist in this world, the way they behave, the belief that they have about sex, about relationships, about power. These things are the problem. They have been injected wrong informations about how to be. Another bird just flew past me as I said that, not joking. This exercise is something that I often tell people to try, and they usually right away realize, oh, wait, oh my God, wait. And the more you think about it, the more you sink into it, asking yourself, what would a world without men look like? The more you dive into this, the more you realize, oh my God, it's really coming from them. Oh my God, because a world without women would be a world of chaos. A world without feminine would be a world of chaos. For people who say women get assaulted because of the way they dress, I want to say, when you put men together, all together, with nobody around, just men, look at prisons. What happens? They rape each other. They assault each other. This was never about us. This was never about women. What's the excuse now? What are they going to serve us as an excuse? Now that we are not around, they are just taking it out on each other. So technically, this was never a woman's problem. This was always you. This is something within you. This is not about women. And a world, an entire world without women in it, I don't even want to think about that. Kids would be so in danger. Nature, the world, just chaos, the end of the world, just all I see is flames, chaos, complete chaos, darkness. Not because they are evil beings, but because the feminine is God. The presence of the feminine is mandatory for things to be alive. Without the feminine, everything is dead, just dead. And if you're a man, you should know that. You should notice that when women aren't around, when you guys are always together, it's not the same vibe. The energy that women bring, the life that they bring with them, just the room lightens up. Your life lightens up. Now you feel alive. You feel like doing stuff. You feel like fighting for something now. So the problem is totally stemming from men and the way they behave, the way they were educated, the way they exist on this planet. And it's crucial that we get up and seriously focus on that. Put all of our focus there, because it's there that we need to look at. So are men the ultimate villains of this world? Absolutely not. I know that. They didn't get up in the morning and thought, let's just bring chaos on earth. It's not like that. And I repeat, not all men. I know. This doesn't apply to every single man. But what I said, you can't deny and you know it. Men who will be triggered and say, not all men, not all men, not all men. I want to ask you something. If you're respectful of the feminine, would you say that the majority of men in this world think like you? Do you consider yourself a majority or a minority? Ask yourself that question. You're just confirming my point. There isn't enough of you, and that's not normal. It's not normal. So men are not the ultimate villains. They have been used, they have been targeted to be the tool used, the villain of this world. But I know there's something behind it. I know there's something using them to do that. I know men have been made to believe wrong information about how to be. They have been injected beliefs about sex and power. Sex and power are the gods of men. Just how to create chaos on earth, a guide. Just saying. Men have been desensitized to horror, witnessing horror through video games, movies, and in general, this whole being tough and never feeling emotion. When you remove the feminine feminine from their system, you become a cold, soulless being. And when I say men have been desensitized, I mean the way they are chill with the way things are is to me the confirmation that something is wrong with them. Something isn't right. They should be outraged. If you're a normal man, you should feel outraged at the way the world is right now. You should be indignant, outraged at the way men behave in this world. If you're not, that's because you have been desensitized. You can contemplate sexual abuse. We talk about it every single day on the news. You can turn on your TV without hearing that a woman got assaulted by a guy, 5 guys. It's horrifying news like this. You guys are navigating this world, these horrible things that your peers are doing, and you guys are feeling nothing about it. And this is scaring us, women. That's one of the reasons why we feel uncomfortable around you and a bit afraid of you, because how can you be so disconnected, so dissociated from the horror? How can you not feel disgusted and outraged at receiving news like this? You guys are so cheap about that type of stuff. It's scary. It's not normal. Men have been injected an addiction to sex. There's that on one hand, and on the other hand, they have been injected the belief that women were entirely responsible. It was their duty to take care of that addiction. They have been injected this addiction and were never told that it was an addiction. It's not. They were told it's just a normal way to be, but really it's not. It's an addiction. The way men behave with sex, the relationship that they have with it is the relationship of an addict. Okay, it's crackheads who behave like that with drugs. Nothing on this world should be consumed like that, in that excess, without causing damage. There is no way anyone is born with a natural addiction that they can't control. That's another thing they were conditioned to believe. Same, they have been conditioned to perceive power as the only way to be a valuable being through that power, in the sense of domination, of being superior to others. That means you're someone. The perception men had of women, of us, has been modified. Men have been conditioned to perceive us women as something to be consumed, meat, a prey, and not a complementary energy, because we are the same. So it means nothing to hunt me, to consume me, to hunt me in order to consume me. I am not a game. I am human. I am light. I am you. I am your mother. I am your sister. I am your daughter. I am not porn. I am not an object. I am not something to be consumed in excess on top of that. Yes, men have been injected all of these things. And why? To spread chaos. That's all, to spread chaos. There's more, but I don't want to expand on this today, on what's truly behind all of this and why this is not the place here. But to spread chaos, that's what we need to understand. To spread chaos, to destroy, to tame, to control God, which is the feminine energy. What you guys hate so much, what you guys feel so superior to so much. So the more they reconnect with themselves, with what they are, with their feminine energy that was removed from them, the more they reconnect with it, the more they balance to create the perfect balance between their masculine and feminine energy. They make room for their feminine to exist within them. They will reconnect, and whatever it is that's having a hold on them won't be able to control them anymore. The key is to do that, because a lot of men claim to be spiritual, but they still don't get it. They still don't understand what it takes to awaken, and keep diving into the search for power and domination in spirituality. It's like a never-ending cycle of being lost, of perdition, and the same thing keeps happening over and over again. And you're like, understand the problem. As long as you will perceive the feminine as something weak, something inferior to you, you will have an imbalance within you that is creating this chaos. You have to accept what you are and balance the feminine and the masculine. And doing that means undoing, unlearning the majority of things men have been taught, injected about what it meant to be a man, and their perception of women, feminine energy, sex, and what power truly is. Basically, that's what I wanted to say today. So this really was a message to the collective, to the world. I hope this finds you well. I hope you really listened, even if that was triggering. Trigger is the medicine. So honored to be on that mission to help you heal and reconnect with your soul, yourself. So this is where this video ends. I wish you a beautiful day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day and the sun and nature. Thank you for listening to me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.